said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense takes the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the toss. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-homes against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll ride the hot hand. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab. It's Frederick. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. And some room to work. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Jacksonville State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Defense might bring the house here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Gets it out quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reads it, fires complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. The corners are walked up tight. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and Snead gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Power football with the run. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Going deep. Finds a spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Kentucky right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Fakes to grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on second down. Quarterback making checks. They'll run the toss. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They're looking to throw on second and short. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
On second and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He lobs one high down the left side, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush.
Brings up 2nd down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
And they gambled in their own end, turned it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll try the outside to the left. Creates a little room. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. To go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him.
Makes the grab, past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches. And
breaks into the open. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance.
Wide open space. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Getting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time.